Assalaamu Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome again to our Tajweedul Qur'aan class. Alhamdulillah, we have finished Iqlabun Noonus Saakinah wa Tanween, and today, inshallah, we will go to the final rule of Noonus Saakinah wa Tanween. The final rule there is called Ikhfaa Noonus Saakinah and Tanween. Ikhfaa Noonus Saakinah and Tanween. And the definition for Ikhfaa, it means to conceal something or to hide something. And we will look at what we have to conceal or what we have to hide. The letters of Ikhfaa Noonus Saakinah and Tanween are Ta, Fa, Jim, Dal, Val, Zai, Sin, Shin, Sod, Lod, Ba, Wa, Fa, Qaf, and Kaf. Okay? And those are the remaining letters from the alphabet. All the rules that we have done in Ahkam Noonus Saakinah and Tanween, the letters that we chose, they were all from the Arabic alphabet. So the first rule was Izhar Noonus Saakinah wa Tanween, and it has 6. The next one was Idgham Noonus Saakinah wa Tanween with Gunna, and it has 4. The next one was Idgham Noonus Saakinah and Tanween without Gunna, and it has 2. And the other one was Iqlab Noonus Saakinah and Tanween, and it has 1. And this here is Ikhfaa Noonus Saakinah and Tanween, and it has 15. Let's check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So when we add all the letters together, those letters make up the Arabic alphabet. Okay? Now, what is the ruling of Ikhfaa Noonus Saakinah and Tanween? We said that the meaning is to conceal something. So let's see what the ruling is. Whenever any of the following letters comes after a Noonus Saakinah or a Tanween, we have to do 2 things. Number 1, we have to conceal the noon sound. Okay? We conceal the noon sound. How do we do that? How do we hide the noon sound? We hide the noon sound by pronouncing it halfway. Okay? We pronounce it halfway. For example, if we go back to English, the letter N is equal to noon in Arabic. So if we have here, we write N-O-O-N for noon. N here, the first letter here, N, will represent noon. See, the N sound starts with noon, N sound. So N is equal to noon. We said we have to pronounce the noon sound or the N sound halfway. Now, as in English, if we want to pronounce the N sound halfway, here how it's gonna go. As in the N sound in the word angle. Can we hear the N sound there halfway? We say angle, angle. We don't say angle. If we say angle, then the an or the noon sound is 100%. But we want to pronounce it halfway, so we say angle. Or in the other word, like the ship, you know, the ship that got the anchor, so we say anchor. We don't say anchor. Okay? And not as in the N sound that is in the word angel. The word angel, the noon sound or the N sound is 100%. Yeah? So we pronounce the N sound or the noon sound halfway as in this word angle, 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 and not as in angel. Because angel has got 100% noon sound or N sound. So that's the first thing we have to do. We have to conceal the noon sound. How do we do that? We pronounce it halfway. And these were the examples. Number 2, or B, after pronouncing the noon sound halfway, we pronounce it with gunna. And that is the prolonged joining sound approximately 2 times its original length. Alright? So let's look at the example and see how we're going to pronounce the noon sound halfway, and then we have to stretch it. We have to stretch the joining sound 2 times its original length, or we have to pronounce the noon sound with gunna. So our first letter here is ta. So if we look here, we have ta, and it comes after a Noonus Saakinah. When a Noonus Saakinah is joined onto Alif, then we have this sound an. An, 100% noon, an. But because ta comes after Noonus Saakinah, we have to pronounce this Noonus Saakinah halfway. So rather than saying an, we say ang. Okay? We say antum. Antum. And not antum. Okay? So after saying antum, we have to stretch this joining sound, alif and noon, 2 times its original length. So we say antum. وَلَا أَنْتُمْ عَابِدُونَ مَا أَعْبُدُ وَلَا أَنْتُمْ أَنْتُمْ and not antum. Yeah? Or what? And it's not antum, it's antum. Okay. Let's look at the other side with the tanween. We have cha here, and it comes after dhal with kasratan. And dhal with kasratan gives us dhin. Dhin, 100% known, dhin. But because ta comes after it, we have to pronounce this dhin sound halfway, so we say dhin. Can we hear the difference? 100% noon sound, we say dhin. Halfway, we say dhin. And then we have to stretch it 2 times its original length. So we say يَوْمَئِذٍ تُحَدِّثُ أَخْبَارَهَا يَوْمَئِذٍ تُحَدِّثُ أَخْبَارَهَا. Okay? Then 2. The next letter here is tha. Here we have tha coming after Noonus Saakinah. And Noonus Saakinah is joined onto the meme with the fatha. So that gives us the sound man thura. Man thura. But because tha comes after Noonus Saakinah, we have to change this, we have to pronounce this noon sound halfway, so we say mang, mang, and then we have to stretch the joining sound, so we say manthura. إذا رأيتهم حسبتهم لؤلؤا منثورا. We stretch here lu'lu'am because meme comes after fathatan, and that is idgham with gunna. Okay, lu'lu'am manthura. Okay, now we have tha here coming after kasratan. So kasratan by itself with the ain gives us in, because now tha coming after it makes we have to change this 100% noon sound into halfway, and we say in muta'in thamma amin, muta'in thamma amin. Okay, so and the rest of the example goes like that. All 15 letters. We were not going to do all 15 letters today, or we won't do them, but just to understand the rule, we have to apply the rule with all 15 letters. Okay, now let's take the last one, which is Jim. Jim here comes after Noonus Saakinah, and Noonus Saakinah is joined onto the mim with kasra, and that gives us the sound min. Because Jim comes after it, we have to make this noon sound into halfway, so we say ming. Rather than min, we say ming. Then we have to stretch it, the joining sound, so we say ming jur, la yusminu wa la yughni min jur, min jur. Alright, again we have Jim after Noonus, after Tanween, and Noon with Dhammatan gives us Nun. Now we have to pronounce that halfway, so we have Ainun Jariyah, and when we stretch the Noon sound, we have Ainun Jariyah, Fiha Ainun Jariyah, and the rest of them goes the same way. Now the lesson is very simple if we remember that Ikhfaa means to hide or to conceal something, and what we conceal or hide the noon sound. And how do we hide it? We pronounce it halfway, as in the example angle, and not as a 100% noon sound like the word angel. Yeah? Then after we make the noon sound halfway, then we pronounce it with gunna. That is to prolong the joining sound approximately 2 times its original length, or prolong the noon sound 2 times its original length, like this example. Wala antum abiduna ma a'bud. Okay? And that brings us to the end of lesson 8 bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.